Good evening, nation. This your man Raider Earn. Very quickly, just want to thank everybody who's liked and subscribed to any of my videos. Thank you for subscribing to my page. I surely appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the little red button down there. It's a big one says with the S says subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. What I want to talk about today, y'all, I want to talk about the head coaching candidates that we're going to have come the end of the season. So it's pretty much a lock that we're going to dump Rich Bisaccia. The problem is that I have is just what next? Like, you guys know me. I'm always the guy that says, so what's the plan? Looking at these head coaching candidates, I'm a little bit underwhelmed unless I'm missing something. So let's just get right into it. So first off, we're gonna start with Buccaneers offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich. Okay, so let's look at Leftwich. He's in Tampa. He's won a Super Bowl. He's got a great offense, but we also have to look at who's the quarterback and who's the players. The personnel has a lot to do with that. So I don't know what kind of grade to give that one. I suppose I'm open to it, but I'm not quite sold on that one. Next up, we have Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy. I don't know where to begin with this one, so let's start with the positives with this guy. He's the offensive coordinator of Kansas City Chiefs, always one of the best offenses. The problem is, well, for those of you that don't know, the Raiders have a wide receiver, Hall of Fame number 25, Fred Biletnikoff. Anyway, Fred Biletnikoff has a daughter. Her name's Tracy Biletnikoff, or had a daughter named Tracy Biletnikoff. Um, she struggled with a little bit of substance abuse or whatnot, so she was in a program in San Mateo, California, where she had a boyfriend who was in. She was in the female program, like the all female one, and her boyfriend was in the all male program. So they would have the the female program participants and the male program participants. They would all meet together at the Alcoholics Anonymous Hall for like a AA or an NA meetings type of things. Um, anyway, I guess there was an issue with Tracy Blitnikoff and her ex on and off again boyfriend, where he ended up choking her right there in the Narcotics Anonymous meeting hall. It's called Friendship Hall. It's in San Mateo. Um, he choked her and killed her there. So anyway, make a long story short, like that's a domestic violence type of thing, and Mark Davis is really close with Fred Biletnikoff going all the way back. So he's really, 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 really against anything having to do with domestic violence. So, oh, and let me talk about Eric Bieniemy also has domestic violence on his record. So I don't really seeing that a fit unless there was certain circumstances with the DV. I don't really think any domestic violence is acceptable. But the only circumstance I could see where this and like being something that we would work with is like, if it was proven that, the lady was lying, or I don't even know the situation, so I really don't want to speak on that. But for me, that one's a no-go, I think. Next up, we have Kellen Moore, Cowboys offensive coordinator. So I don't know a lot about this guy, but from what I've seen, I mean, I like. Only thing is he's not really doing much with Ezekiel Elliott, which might be a problem because I think Josh Jacobs is somewhat the same kind of runner, just not at a high level like that when Zeke is at the top of his game. Um, he's doing really good with with Pollard. Mm, I just don't know. This is another case of like the Byron Leftwich case where it's like he has all the weapons and everything. So it's like, what are you going to be able to do if you came to Las Vegas? What would you be able to do with our personnel? In Dallas, they have big, like they have receivers that are physically gifted. Over here, we got Renfro. Don't get me wrong, I love Hunter Renfro. He's the best at what he does. But let's remember, at the end of the day, he's a slot receiver. He's not an outside receiver like a Terrell Owens or a Randy Moss or somebody's gonna, do all the extra things to go get the ball and things like that. Um, but Hunter Renfro does excellent with the tools that he has. To me, I think he's the best slot receiver in the game, but we have to remember that he's a slot receiver at the end of the day. Uh, I don't know. Kellen Moore's a question mark, and you guys can leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. Next up, we have Buccaneers defensive coordinator Todd Bowles. If memory serves me correctly, Todd Bowles is a head coach with the Jets. Um, I don't like this one. I just don't. I don't like. I don't really think if we're gonna get a head coach, somebody who's been a washout in the NFL before, I just think that we should have somebody with a winning record. Um, I just I just not getting a good feeling about this one. I just hmm. Our defense would be really good. What are we gonna do about the offense? I mean, the defense is halfway decent now, and the offense is shit in the bed all the time. We have some decent pieces on offense, but I just don't think that our decent pieces are enough to compete in the NFL where decent is not enough. Uh, yeah. Bills offensive coordinator Brian Daboll. Mm, mm, mm. Are you guys seeing what the Bills are doing this year with this collapse? I just don't. Not getting a good feeling about this one either, y'all. That's the same kind of offense that we have now, where it's like, we're completely dependent on the quarterback. So basically, if the quarterback gets hurt, we're done. Finito. It's over. Uh, they don't really have a running game in Buffalo. So if that's indicative of what it would be like if he came to Las Vegas, I'm good, yo. I feel like Raiders we gotta have some kind of running game. We're seeing right now what happens when you can't establish a run. You become completely dependent on the passing game. And when that doesn't work out, it's just over. And it's like over, over, over. As you guys are seeing right now with our season. It's like when it's good, you know what? Let's be honest. When it's good, it's not even really great. It's just okay. We like eke by, we get some overtime wins. We might have one or two decent wins, but most of the time, like we're struggling the whole damn game. We never have a game where we're just like just going dumb on the sideline, like Marshawn Lynch and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, okay, this guy here. Oh goodness. So, Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. To me, I mean, to me, this is just no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm not liking this. Um, well, two reasons. He already had a head coaching gig and it didn't work out. And he had weapons when he had the gig. So I mean, mm, and when he does good, he's in New England, so he has Belichick there. It's like, he can lean on daddy and daddy can guide him, I mean, uh when he calls them play calls, Belichick's listening. He has veto authority, so he's probably, he has to be at least overruling some of those plays. So it helps Josh look better. Plus, on top of that, they really, really, really draft smart quarterbacks there. Um, yeah. I mean, he might be good to work with Derek Carr, but I think that would have to be an offensive coordinator capacity. He just hasn't been proven to be a good head coach. I know it just sounds like I'm a negative dude about all these head coaches and candidates, but I just don't see one that's really just like, ooh, I like that. You know what I mean? Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. That's basically the same fucking thing we have with Gus Bradley. I mean, it's gonna be cover three, Legion of Boom style shit all over again. And we're gonna be complaining about the same damn thing. Only problem is Dan Quinn, I don't think is as good of a defensive coordinator as Gus Bradley, in my opinion. I mean, some would say I'm wrong, but whatever. Everybody has their own opinion. Uh, I I don't like this one either, y'all. Rams defensive coordinator Raheem Morris. You know, I'm not too fond of this one either, but I think this one right here probably perks my ears up the most out of any of the ones. I'm saying no to all of them, but this is probably the one that's closest to yeah. Just because he's around McVay down there in Los Angeles with the Rams, so some of that little bit of I know he's a defensive coach, but some of that offensive philosophy will rub off on him. At least he'll be able to bring at least some of that. He might even be able to pull some of them coaches, them offensive coaches from there to come here. Um, don't know the likelihood of that being that he's on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive coaches are on the offensive side of the ball, of course, and they probably don't collaborate much. Even though yet they still do, but probably not like on a high level where they're like, best buddies and things where he'd be able to pluck them, but you never know. So this grade I have to give it a C plus. The other ones I'm giving D's. I mean, maybe we can give one of them other ones a C and to give this one a B minus, but I'm not really high on this one either, just higher than the others. And that's basically what they have on this list. Oh, if you guys didn't know, I'm getting this list from Bleacher Report, and it's actually through there coming from RaidersWire.USA today. Uh, don't really like any of these. Um, I've heard a plan from my man Dirty Raider. Shout out Dirty Raider, my dude out there. I've heard a plan from Dirty Raider. Just it's bringing Lewis Riddick as the GM. So at first I was like, lukewarm on that. But then he started throwing in, well, what about we bring in, I think he said Rex Ryan is a head coach and Rob Ryan is defensive coordinator and Bill Musgrave is an offensive coordinator. Now on the surface, it sounds like, these are gonna be some old guys and all these type of things. But let's think about this just a little bit, y'all. So we bring in Rex Ryan as a head coach who has experience in Baltimore with defense. Well, I mean, shit, defense is in the Ryans' blood. I mean, that's like they're the holy grail of defenses when it comes to NFL coaches. We could have two of them on the same staff. That would be crazy. So you have Rex Ryan, who would be running the whole ship, and he let his brother Rob Ryan run the defense. Now, remember, last time we had Rob Ryan as defensive coordinator, we had a really, 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 really good defense. It's just our offense wasn't very good. I believe the year was 2005, six. My memory serves me correctly. Um, so I'm on board with that. You guys might think Bill Musgrave and be like, Bill Musgrave, but Derek Carr had his best season under Bill Musgrave. He's been able to he's been really think about Derek's year in 2016. He was chucking the ball all down the field. He was doing all kind of big things. He was like everything we wanted in a quarterback back when you guys were still loving him before you started hating on him all the damn time. Uh, I mean, I really do like that. Oh, back to 2016. What happened in 2017 and Bill Musgrave left? I believe he went to the Denver Broncos and Todd Downing became the offensive coordinator, and everything just went off a damn cliff. I mean, I'm not really for the retreads bringing back old coaches, but in this situation, that's been the guy that's been able to work with Derek Carr. And basically, every year we're putting all of our hopes and dreams into the hands of Derek Carr. So why not why not surround him with the best support that we can, being that we rely on him so much? I mean, doesn't that just make a little bit of sense, y'all? Oh, offensive line, man. Offensive line. Offensive line. We're supposed to be talking about coaches. I'm sorry. I just have offensive line on the mind. Well, that's all I really have right now for coaches. You guys can let me know what you guys think of that. Think of the coaches that we've talked about, and um, let me know what you think of my man Dirty's idea. Again, salute Dirty. Uh, Basically, again, for those of you guys that don't know me, that I'm new, if I'm new to you, my name is Raider Earn. I run Westside Sports Radio here on YouTube, part of the Spotlight Sports Network. Uh, I got my start. Basically, I got my start in Hammer's house. Shout out my man Hammer. So no matter what I do, no matter where I go on this YouTube thing, Hammer's house will always be home. Go check out my man Hammer. Subscribe, like and subscribe to his page. Like and subscribe to my man Spotlight page. Key in the building. Coach Dante, the SC Experience. Shout out to the whole family, the ASAP family, the Spotlight Sports Network family. Man, please again, give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Hit that big red rectangle saying subscribe. And with that, I'm out.